When you think of what a corporate business professional looks like, what comes to mind? Someone in a nice suit? Maybe someone with a briefcase? Maybe even someone sitting in a conference room meeting. But I bet you didn't know that some wear orange. As you can see, I'm incarcerated. But I bet you didn't know that I lead an enterprise sales development team. And that my boardroom, it has no borders. My name is Valerie, and I am the living and breathing ROI. ROI means return on investment. And every day, companies strategize on how to make the right investments that will bring the biggest return to their bottom line. But innovation is driving those companies to think outside of the box and take advantage of a trend that's not only making dollars, it's making sense. Companies have become comfortable with outsourcing to third parties, whether it's temporary or permanently. And while trends are pushing these same companies to become more socially conscious, why not incorporate them both? According to a recent study by Serious Decisions, 50% of sales operations outsource some function as a part of their strategies. And I bet you didn't know that one of the world's largest telecommunications giants recently outsourced a number of their sales and marketing functions to a company that has 56% of its workforce in a correctional facility. And I bet you didn't know that that disenfranchised workforce produced a 60% increase in forecasted revenue, all the while reducing a 16-month sales cycle down to 6 months, all in less than 1 year. So think about it. Companies can have access to super hyper-focused workforce that has nothing but time to invest towards their growth. And the benefits. I mean, come on. Employees, they're never stuck in traffic. The security policies here are so tight, the FBI gives us a thumbs up. Turnover. It's non-existent. And company dress code? Well, let's just say there's no issue, but state issue. But it's much more than that. We're impacting, did you know that it costs anywhere between $32,000 to $52,000 a year to house, clothe, and feed an inmate? But with these types of programs, it allows inmates to help reduce those costs by contributing a portion of their wages towards room, board, utilities, as well as payments for fines and child support. So it's much more than sales cycles we're impacting here. We're impacting life cycles. Each one of us here is compiled of many different fabrics of life, patches of our experiences along our journeys. Some are strong, beautiful pieces, such as love, children, and family, while there are other pieces that are ripped and tattered and torn, such as drugs, abuse, violence, and poverty. But what does this all mean? How can I somehow sew these pieceworks of my life together, along with my hopes, my aspirations, my ambition? No one ever knows what they will find behind these walls. I know I never knew what opportunities were laying ahead of me. To me, this was just a job opportunity, a path to survival, a way to escape the reality of this confined world I put myself into. I hungered change, and I desired to learn. And here I am, learning job skills that people spend years in school to learn. And you know what? I'm good at it. Really good at it. And it's not just me. Everywhere I look, I see women thriving, growing with self-confidence and self-esteem. And it's not just job skills I've learned. I've learned about myself, my strengths, my capabilities, my dreams. I can be successful. I can be a positive role model to my children, my family, and my community. So look around. Right here in this audience today are successful business leaders who once stood right where I'm standing today. And how did we get here? Because businesses like yours helped others by helping yourselves. Now that's a business that I think we all want to do business with. Together, we can each place a stitch into this quilt of success that blankets all of our communities. I once thought that I had lost out on life in prison, but instead, I've gained a whole brand new one. As I crossed that threshold, I stepped into a whole new world, one that I never imagined I would be a part of, nonetheless fit into. Here, in this very place, was something that was never imagined before. Something I know I never knew I had. Potential. Thank you.